Okay, guys, I do apologize. I ain't not the technology dude, okay? I end up taking it off. That was definitely accidental. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. That's when you are really not technology savvy. So I do apologize to each and every one of you guys, so that means there are gonna be 2 lives going up. What's up, Minister? About yeah, we back. Yeah, I do apologize, y'all. I was trying to turn off the put on the do not disturb, and I shut it all down. I really did, but I do apologize. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get back up in here. But we want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have been continuously supporting Apostle Ely and all of things that I have endeavoring to do. What's up, Mama Susan? Yeah, Gemini. Yes, it was no technical error. It was Apostle Ely not knowing what he was doing. Yes, I take full responsibility. I'm gonna give my my posse a chance to get back in here. They're like, well, what the world happened? What the world? Apostle Ely out here trying to be techno geek. That's what happened. Yeah, that's all me. I'm trying to tell you, I got to stick to the spiritual stuff. I don't pretend to know. I thought I was doing something, y'all. And I did something all right. I shut all y'all down. Yeah, baby. She said, I'm like, that was fast. Girl, I don't never perform that fast. That is just technology. She said, I thought it was me. No, that was me. That was all me. That was all me. I can't do them like that. I got to really wait on them, because that was me. I bet they're like, what in the world happened? I'm messing with y'all, trying to turn on that do not disturb thing and shut everything down. Don't ever call me to do nothing when it comes to wire and electric and technology. You got spiritual needs, I'm your man. Other than that, you better leave me alone. Yes, I don't have no problem telling you what I can do and what I can't. I'm trying to make sure Master Abel get in here, because he's gonna like, well, wait a minute, I finally caught the live, then I get turned off. Okay. Let's see what time it is. Give him a couple more minutes. Yeah, y'all. I'm serious. Like, I was like, what, did I do? I'm like, Urkel, did I do that? Yes, you did that. You did that. All right. Well, I think. Let's see if Chris actually catch me again. Shamari, what's up there? There go my eldest son Trey, my cancer. And they got Shamari cancer back to back. Kendall, Geneva, my Leo from Michigan. What's up, sweetheart? I'm trying to listen, y'all. This is my this will be my 4th live actually, cause I messed y'all up. I shut y'all off trying to turn on the do not disturb to keep from getting phone calls through my live and shut everybody down. We got exclusive K Scorpio in the house. Karen O'Brien, Gemini, come on in the room. Come on, I'm trying to telepathically communicate with Chris from Philadelphia, so he'll know that I'm back live. Monique 544, you gonna real love this, Monique. I'm talking about numbers. I'm talking about how to understand about offerings and libations and all these things, and I'm gonna reread this just for you guys that are coming in. I do apologize for shutting y'all down, but Apostle Ely is not that great and that fantastic when it comes to technology, and so therefore excuse me. I do apologize. But I'm be coming from, my subject is, will you accept my offering? And it will be coming from Numbers, the 16th chapter, verse 15. And it says, and Moses was very wroth or angry, and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offerings. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they, and Aaron tomorrow. Now, the reason why... What's up, that Madam Oshun? You shifted the spiritual something realm. Your energy is beautiful. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Kiera sent a PayPal. Please post your zodiac sign. Now let's talk about this. Now, I know this may not be popular what I'm gonna talk about, but it's still the truth. It is honesty. Now, when you are practicing in the ATRs, we all give offerings. And I want to talk about this particular part of universal law first, because a lot of you guys, because coming up thinking that because of you got certain initiation. What's up, Sagittarius? Okay, a reading from a Sagittarius. Here. I'm trying to write it down, then I'll write it on the Sagittarius. Because I really need to talk about this. Especially going into, so you don't get stuff twisted and you actually get benefits from the offerings and stuff like this. Now, this is a part in the Bible where it's talking about Moses dealing with Korah and how Korah were treated. And so Moses is basically telling God, I didn't do anything. I didn't take an offering from them. I didn't hurt them. I didn't do anything to them. And in return, he told God not to respect any offering from Korah or those that follow Korah. Now, a lot of you guys believe or think that your Tata or your Mambo or your Hugon or your spiritual father or leader cannot hinder your spiritual progress. Well, that is not true. It is not only is not true, it is a universal truth. Why would God put certain people in authority if they couldn't do anything about the people that's up under their authority? I want to make this. That's like saying a parent can't ground you in their own house. That's like saying a parent cannot restrict you from going to the movies. That just don't make no sense. You understand? So when you get into these ATRs, you need to understand, no matter whether you're in Hoodoo, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and that's why some people say, well, I'm just solo, dolo. Well, that still doesn't mean you're not up under certain authority. Because if you're initiated into, let's say, Palo Miambe, and your mother is Madre Diagua, right? And somebody else is also in there, and you are elder over them, you can actually restrict their offerings from giving offerings to the water spirits. In Voodoo, La Serene, or the Simbis. You know, I really want people to understand, like, don't be going out here thinking that you can just treat elders any kind of way and there's no repercussion from that. Korah felt like now that we have gotten past the Red Sea, we done destroyed, God has destroyed Pharaoh and his army, then now I can handle Moses crazy. No, you can't. Remember, guys, in every ATR, it's about the elders. It's about understanding people and their positions, why the Loas gave him or her those positions, or why the Nkisi, or why the Orishas, whatever it is. Learn how to flow in the blessing, and so therefore understand that an offering does not have to be accepted not only by your madrina or your padrino, your mambo or your hugon or your pastor or apostle. It does not have to be accepted by God. A lot of people feel like because they gave an offering or a sacrifice that it has to be received. It does not. If you really want to grow into this thing, think about the energy by which you try to bless a man of God or a woman of God, or the energy that you give to your particular sacrifice. I'm here to tell you, energy don't lie, and you need to realize that you cannot buy that blessing. Making sure that when you giving, whether it's monetary or you're giving water offerings, libations, animal sacrifice, whatever it is, make sure the energy you giving it, that you're showing proper respect to that particular deity or spirit by which you are offering, because they don't have to receive that. It's like going to court. Your lawyer can petition the court. The judge got to accept that. A lot of times y'all feel like because your spiritual practitioner all gives an offering to a particular spirit or ancestor, that they have to accept that offering. They don't. They can refuse to do that work. And I need y'all going in 2023 to really understand that we want to change the energy. Classic Black, what's up? Oh, that's Natasha Foster said she joining from Facebook. All right there. All right. Well, as long as you're in there. Okay, baby. But when you think about this, guys, when it comes to your spiritual walk, one thing that I don't care if you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, never forget what type of energy you are bringing to your sacrifice. Never forget the type of energy that you're bringing to your offering. And never forget that you as an individual person, that you are offering. What's up there, hon? I did your candle, Aries from Ohio. You can see some of that on my YouTube. The first and the second one. I did 2 parts. So a part of when I give offerings for people, it has to do with energy. And then where I go and get those offerings from to give to those spirits, it matters. You just can't go and get an offering from any place. And some of y'all, if you're gonna give your Orishas or your ancestors fruit, make sure those fruits are not bruised. Make sure those fruits are not rotten. Like, have class and dignity how you offer an offering even to your ancestors, even to your own ancestral spirits. Make sure that you are giving honor and giving it the right energy so you can get a right return. Okay? Now, I want to say this before I move on. Let's understand that your Tata, your Mambo, your Hugon, your such. She said that constantly gonna be amazing. Yes, it is. Think about yeah. And we're gonna be talking about that in a moment. Why is that important? Because the mindset of a lot of people, if they giving their money, they giving their time, they think that's just a guarantee. It does not mean that. It does not mean that, sir, ma'am. I don't care if you're in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo. We are trying to appease the spirits in order to get them to be willing to do that. Stop going into this thing thinking that you can actually make somebody do something. You can appease them, and if they want to move, they will move. If they don't, they're not going to accept it. What's up, love? Tara's in the house. Now, let's go to Genesis, the 4th chapter, 4th verse through 5. So now that we understand that the elders can receive our offering or reject our offerings, now that we understand that spirits do such, here we go. Genesis 4 through 5. And it says, and Abel, he also bought of his firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. Now I want y'all to hear that. He not only gave respect to Abel, he also gave respect to his offering. You and your offerings are separate. They're not together. I'm going to say this again. As you grow in this spiritual walk, you and your offering are not the same. Even though that offering came from you. It says very clearly, the spirit can respect you and reject your offering. The spirit can reject you and accept your offering. Y'all better listen. Energy is serious. Verse 5 says, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth or angry, and his countenance fell. Now once again, verse 5 shows you that Cain's offering and Cain had no respect. God did not receive, the Lord's Spirit does not only have to receive you, it does not even have to receive your offering. I need y'all to grow up and realize that I need to walk into these situations and showing dignity and respect in some form of humility. So I am trying to appease the divine. What's up, T-Baz? Thank you for taking care of the candle. You quite so welcome. Quite so welcome. I need y'all to, like, when you think about this from now on, you and your offering are separate. So the energy by which you give Also the energy from which you gave it out of. Huh? It matters. And I don't want y'all to think because you a Tata, Mumbo, or Hugon, or whether you feel like you gave to a man or woman of God, that it has to go down like that, because it don't. I want y'all to start going into the thing with the right energy. I want y'all to start realizing it's like, oh, I'm not paying for something. I am actually giving an offering. I'm not going out here. I'm not paying for his spirit. I'm not paying for her spirit. I'm not paying. I am giving an offering, and I want this offering to be received in the right energy. I want you to understand, like when we went out, Shadow Wolves is doing a ceremony for us, and she was throwing the obi, and Madre Diagua was coming up in the obi, right? And she was like, "Oh, this." I said, "Me and Minister Mario gave an offering of watermelon, honeydew melon, and molasses on both of those offerings to the spirit earlier that day." The acceptance of us and the offering showed up in the reading. She did not know what I had done earlier. She did not know what I took him to do earlier. My point, guys, is you can give an offering to the cemetery, the crossroad. It's going to come up in your energy. Not only did the energy that I had to go and get it, but also the energy by which I gave it. Y'all got to understand. Make sure if you're going to work with me or any other spiritualist, check your energy. Make sure you're not being like Cain. Think about the attitude and the countenance that Cain had. Why did God really reject his offering? First of all, he himself had issues going on in his own energy. But his offering came from the earth. This is the place where God had cursed the earth. God cursed. You went and got an offering from the cursed thing. Why would you think the spirit was going to receive that? You got to remember, everything on this earth, there are certain things you can only give to certain spirits. There are certain offerings you can only give to certain loas. There are certain offerings you can only give to certain impungos. There are certain offerings you can only give to certain ancestors. And if you don't know what that spirit needs, you don't need to be just giving it anything. You need to do divination, or you need to find somebody that works with that spirit before you just free willy-nilly offering things. And let me say this before we go in front. Stop putting stuff in the cemetery that if you don't know what that spirit, don't put work at people's grave and you don't know that spirit. I'm saying this for a reason. Stop going to these people's grave that you do not know of. I don't care what they used to do. And if you have not built a relationship with them and leaving offerings on their grave, because they might not want that. This ego trip around here like you spiritual, you can do whatever you want and you're going to entreat people. No, energy matters. She said, you got that right. I'm serious. It's just, people feel like it's just, oh my God, it's so simple. I'm just going to do this. Oh, I can go and do that. It's the energy. Spirits have to recognize you. And then after recognize you, they have to be willing to accept the work or the petition by which you're doing. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to go to Papa Leg by myself. You're not even initiated in voodoo. You don't even have voodoo in your bloodline. They don't know you. They recognize energy. Spirits recognize the energy in your ancestry. That's why they accept you and welcome you. There are people in my bloodline that I didn't know nothing about them. But when I saw them, I saw that DNA. I said, one of my uncles got that right there. You understand? DNA don't lie. If that is in your ancestry, that's why that spirit recognizes you. Over there, my son right there. My eldest son was in school. I think he was in high school when this happened. And if I'm not mistaken, he was in the library. And this Haitian girl was sitting at his table. And she was having a spiritual conversation with the other kids. And if I'm not mistaken, it went something like, she turned around and told my son, oh, you know what I'm talking about. She didn't know him from Adam, but she recognized that spirit, and her spirit let her know that that's in his blood. If you got it, it follows you. Not only do you have to give the offering, you have to stay on top of the energy so that the deity can work for the person. Exactly. These people think they just dropping stuff and that's it. They giving stuff and that's it. Huh? That ain't how it works. Oh, it's high school? They say it's high school. But here's my son in high school. Because of that energy on his life, he was picked out. She was able to recognize that energy. You cannot fool people either way. You can't fool people you got it, and you can't fool people that you do got it. If it's there, the energy is gonna show up. I don't have to wear obvious clothing for people to recognize that I am who I am. Okay? I need y'all to get that. So remember, from now on, when you're giving energy, whether you're getting consultations, whether you're getting readings, whether you're getting work done, make sure that you're going into this with the right energy and going into this with like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be humble about this. Here, Madam Oshun, here's my offering, here's my fee. What does the spirit want? Give that in the right energy. And when those spirits see that energy on that offering, more or less, they're accepted. Look at the energy that Abel gave his offerings, and look at how his offerings were accepted. Look at how Cain gave his offering and where he got his offering from, and look how it's rejected. You don't want to be a rejected girl or a rejected boy. My next scripture, and we're going to talk about this. Judges, the 13th chapter, verses 19 through 20. So Manoah took a kid, which was a goat, with a meat offering, and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord. And the angel did wondrously, and Moab and his wife looked upon. Verse 20 said, for it came to pass, when the flame went up towards heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended into the flame, the flame of the altar. And Moab and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground. Now, I want y'all to really get this. When you place an offering out there before the river, the ocean, the whatever, on your altar, it needs to be accepted, and then it needs to be consumed by the spirit or spirits. Okay? This is when we place things out there and we watch it shrivel up, sometimes overnight. We watch the coffee and we put the coffee out. We watch them spirits go get in there and they take that energy. This is your offering. Not only needs to be honored and respected, but it needs to be consumed by the spirit. This is also important when it comes down to manifestation. Some of y'all just going out to the river and creating a fruit salad. Some of y'all just going out to the crossroad and you just creating hazard out there, mess around, bust somebody's tire. You need to understand that there is a significance to placing offerings on your altar, because you want them to be consumed by the spirit by which you are setting that offering before. That's why we do prayers over those offerings, so that spirit knows that that particular offer, in this case, they were placing a goat and other meats on the altar, and it was consumed by the angel of the Lord. Yes, angels receive offerings and they consume them offering in honor of the Lord. Now, I don't want you to sit in your bathtub and turn yourself into a gumbo soup, because you're not understanding that it has to have a spiritual charge to it in order for it to work on you, to cleanse you. If you're going to the river, you have to have a spiritual connection with the spirits of the water, whether it is Oshun, whether it is Nana Baruku, like whatever river spirit, whether it's a Simbi, whether it's a water spirit, snake, but it needs to be consumed. Because I believe that a lot of y'all missing out on that part. When I put an offering, I'm looking at how it is consumed. When the offerings that we put in the church and all that, I'm looking at how it is being consumed. That is also a part of manifestation. Now, giving you a physical example. When you go Valentine's Day, birthday, whatever. When you go out and you get a gift, and in your mind, you're thinking about, if you write, let me say this, if you write in the head, you're saying, okay, what is it that this person like? Okay, that's number one. So then you like, okay, they're real special to me. So you're like, okay, this is my budget. This is what I want to spend, right? So you go, and this is the energy by which you searching out what kind of gift you're going to give to the individual, right? This is all magic. This is all energy. Even before you bring the offering to the Orisha, before you bring the offering to the Tata, the Mambo, the Hugon, it is the energy by which you are even thinking on that energy. So I'm saying to myself, okay, this is what they like. So I'm going to go over here. So I may go to one store and I say, well, they got this, I could get this, but this ain't really what they wanted. So I turn around and I'll go somewhere else trying to find it. All this process, I'm building up the energy. The spirit is looking at how dedicated and how important it is from me to give them what they want. They can make our spirits not work for them because of their behavior. Exactly. So now that you done went to dealers, like, okay, this is it, right? Then you turn around and realize that the gift that you want to give them is actually above your budget, right? Now you decide to make the sacrifice because they mean that much to you. Now, the energy that you went out your way to actually find what they want, that energy is on that gift. Then you get there and now the gift is above the offering. So now you are making a sacrifice to make sure you are appeasing that said spirit. So all of that energy, by the time you actually bring the gift to the person, there's so much energy and love and dedication. Thank you so much, Moni. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. There's so much dedication and commitment of energy that went into you getting that gift. And now on top of you getting the gift, you have made a sacrifice because now you want them to have exactly what they want. That is a big deal. Now, when you hand that gift to the person, because they energy too, they're going to literally feel the energy off of whatever that gift is. It's the same thing with the Loas. The same thing with the Nkisi. The same thing with your Madrina. The same thing with your Tata, your Mambo, your Pastor, your Apostle. It is energy. If you are really giving that offering with the type of energy that as I described, you're going to get. That's when the scripture says he's going to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask or think. Or did you give that like King? All right, now this is my last $20 and it's the thought that counts. All of that's in your energy. They ain't give me enough for my birthday, or they ain't do all of that going in there. And so when you give that gift, whatever it may be, it's really going to be responded based off of the energy by which you gave it to them. So they're not going to respond like some of you guys think people ought to respond. Like when I give people stuff, because I give people stuff from my heart. I try to put a smile on their face. When I go out, I'm very particular. If I can't afford what I want to give them, I wait till I have the money. I'd rather give you a late gift than to give you a gift that I don't think is worthy of my giving. You understand? That's just how I am. But I tell people all the time that it's all about the energy. It's all about understanding. It's not just in spiritual relationship. It's also in natural relationship. You want to make sure that when you're cleaning up as a woman, or you're doing stuff for your children, or your children doing stuff, it's all about the energy. I remember my ex told me one time, she said, you can serve me a steak, but you place it on a garbage can, I'm not going to like it. You can do something good, but do it with a nasty attitude. It takes away from the gift. Huh? You can buy the most beautiful roses for a woman and throw it at her. It takes away from the gift. How you deliver, who felt that? How you deliver the package to the receiver, it matters, y'all. Huh? How you, after you done went through all of that, how is your delivery? I remember my son giving me a gift I think it was Father's Day. And he had bought me some bedroom slippers, right? My middle boy. And I had other stuff, but I was opening stuff. So I think I did open it, but I didn't. So my son, his name Josh, the middle boy. So a couple days went by. So he came back to me. He said, Dad, you didn't like my gift because it was cheap. So I was like, no, I didn't dislike your gift because of what it cost. I just haven't worn it yet. Because when somebody gives you a gift, they're looking at how you respond to their gift. And he felt like I didn't want his gift because of how much it cost. But it was really like they were bedroom slippers. And I just didn't put them on yet. But he was sitting there waiting to see me receive or utilize what I was blessed with from him. So when you give a gift, the Spirit receives the gift, then you sit back and wait on the response. That's how you're going to know how they feel about your gift. Then my oldest son laughed. It's the truth though. And he was looking at me like crazy, like, okay, I done picked out these slippers, and you sitting there and you ain't worn them yet. My children, I had my older boys a Waterside. There's a trip, and they look here. He bought me this ring for $20. He was real. I still got this ring. I got it in one of my sacred bowls. He bought a ring, spent $20. I want you to think about this. When you buy a gift for a man, a person, place, or thing, think about that. Not only how you deliver that gift, but how it is received. And all I'm trying to explain to you is learn to do stuff from your heart and with the right energy. And all I'm saying is, if you do stuff like that, when people, I don't care what it costs, I don't care what it is, they're going to receive the energy that's off of that particular gift. And that is where the love comes in. This is where they say that it's a thought that counts. The amount of thoughtfulness that goes into your gift giving, whether it is with your ancestors, like with me, I was giving certain liquors to my spirits, but I give them a certain brand. I give them, even when the drummers that came to my the drumming, Lacoon, I asked them what type of liquor they wanted and what brand. One thing I've learned about being spiritual, I don't care who it is, I give people what they want. When you give people what they want, they're going to give you what you want. Y'all better learn this from me. I don't care who you working with. Don't try to figure it out. Ask them what you want. Ask the Spirit what you want. If you want that Spirit to, if I give you what you want, I should have the right to expect to get what I want. Huh? That's how I work. It feels so good when you give from your heart. Very satisfying. Yes, it is. When you do that, but I want y'all to remember, it's about the energy. If you're going to work with a spiritual practitioner, what type of energy are you coming in with? What type of delivery are you coming in? Because you come in there with that wrong energy and feel like you own somebody or you done did so much. That's the energy that's why that offering don't feel right. That's why that offering is rejected. If you don't want to waste your time, your money, or your energy, just take some of this wisdom that I'm giving tonight. I strive to get favor from the spirits to get stuff done. And I understand that when I'm going into that cemetery or I'm going to that crossroad, like there's a certain cemetery that I like to go to because it got a big old cross. I like to do work at that cross. And I like to entreat those spirits. And I like to give them certain things. And I like to also give offering to other spirits that ain't even doing the work. Because I might need you tomorrow. I might need you 2 days from now. I might need you to. I give offerings to certain cemeteries just to give. Got my YouTube back. So I want you to understand, it's not just about the offering. It's about you. It's about your mindset when you give. It's about the energy. In the church world, we always say be a cheerful giver. But it's also honoring. You can't give a king a prince offering. You can't give a prince a duke offering. You can't give a queen a princess offering. If you want to work with Ezalee Frida, you got to give her a queen's offering. Some of y'all want to go out there and go to Walgreens and try to give as a lead. No. She don't want that. You cannot give these spirits what you want. I'm talking about this what I can afford. Well, work with the spirit that can afford you. Because when you're working with certain hierarchy spirit, if they want give you an example. Oh, I'm gonna cover some. I got somebody's name on here. I'm gonna cover this up. See this right here? This is Babaco. This is Haitian rum. I work with this with the Loas, right? But notice 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is this? 1. This is 8 year. I normally always get the one with the 8 years. I want when I'm working with spirits, because I got to get another. I got to get some more of this because I got to go and give an offering to the ocean with this with my other spirits. But my thing is, you cannot go to these deities that you know that they are crowned, and you out there giving them offerings that are not fit for a king or a queen, or for an emperor, or for a divine spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, even if I'm gonna give Eligua some candy, it's gonna be some good candy. If I gotta give him peppermint, it's gonna be some a good brand of candy. I'm going to care about the offering. I'm not just gonna throw anything to the spirits. That's just not how I roll. I don't give those type of offerings. And if I work for you, I'm not gonna give those type of offerings on your behalf. That's why I put that price out there, because if I'm gonna work for you, I'm gonna give these spirits how I want to be served. So when I die, you bring moonshine up. You understand? You better make it right. How do you know your offering was accepted? The spirit of spirits will consume it. I need y'all to get that. The spirits will consume your offering. So all of you guys that got your candles for New Year's, and if you're working with me or any of my classes and stuff like this, I want y'all to understand, I'm in this to win it. I'm not playing. I'm not hoping. I'm not wanting. I am in it to win it. And when I'm dealing with certain hierarchy of spirits, there's a certain offerings that I give them, because I want them to know that I recognize who they are. Even when people work with Palo spirit, like if I go and get a rooster or something, I'm going to get a healthy rooster. I'm not going to sit there and trying to get the cheapest rooster and the rooster look sick and decrepit and missing a leg. No. I want a healthy cock-a-doodle-doo rooster, huh? I want a headhunter. You understand? If I'm going to work with a goat, I want a healthy goat. Don't be giving maimed and scarred up offerings to these spirits and deities, especially if you know that they are of high ascension spirits or divine spirits. Show honor. If you're going to go to a mumbo or a woman of God or somebody that has many years of experience, treat them as such. Treat them as such. And I'm telling you, the response will be more favorable. I'm going to say it again. If you learn, I don't know if Madam Oshun's still here, how I treat people is why I get the energy I get from people. If you around me, I ask anybody that work with me, travel with me, I am going to serve. Yes, I'm a powerful man, but I am very big on serving people. I am very big on making people comfortable. I am very big of going out my way to make sure everybody's good. I go out on my way. If anybody have truly worked with me, I'm going to make sure you got your type of food, your type of drink, what you like. That's the energy that I give not only men and women of God, tatas, mumbos, hugans, but that's the energy I give to spirits. If you wonder why my turnaround is so favorable, I'm telling you. Some of y'all, it's the energy that you're giving. Don't give an offering to a man or woman of God or a tata or mumbo with the mindset that you own them. No, don't do that. Give with the mindset that I am blessing and I'm presenting. I want you to be able to present this offering as best as you can to your Orisha, to your Loa, to your Nkisi, to your ancestors, so they'll know that I honor them and I thank God for them for working for me or helping me or assisting me. Not you going in there, oh, I done paid you this. You better, no. You have the wrong energy. You have the wrong energy. Yes, we are absolutely spoiled at Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ. I am serious, y'all. This is how you grow and you keep a lot of positive energy. It's hard for people to curse you and hex you. Don't be that type of person that you just go out there and just throw your offering out there. You just slang your offering. No. Understand that you're giving to deities. You're giving to divine spirits. She said nothing but the best and high quality. Okay? So I hope that helped you guys. I don't know if you got some questions with that, but I really, really want you guys to understand all this energy. It doesn't, all this talking about, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. That ain't how I roll. That ain't how I go out there and I spend the money because I want certain results. I buy even our cigars. Do I have one? Look at the type of cigars that I buy. I had cigars for all those Tatas and them Poleros. I don't play. Be blessed to give the offering. Yes. That's right, Shamari. And let me tell y'all something. Even when I talk about how Queen Sheba, she blessed Solomon like a queen. You can't go around here talking about you this and that, and then you out here operating and giving offerings beneath what you say you are. No wisdom. I'm just here to tell you. When she had tested King Solomon, when she turned around, she blessed him like she was a queen. She didn't bless King Solomon like she was a princess or like she was a peasant. She blessed him like she was Queen of Sheba. She brought it in and she dropped it down onto the brother. She honored him. One thing I believe in, if you are not in a certain level, don't pretend to be. Don't pretend to be. If that you ain't got it like that, don't pretend to be. Biggest takeaway, an offering doesn't guarantee anything. Exactly. It's up to them. It's up to the spirit to decide whether they're going to take that offering, consume it, and bring that thing to pass. That's what it is. And guess what? And if I was you, I still wouldn't have an attitude whether they reject. Huh? God rejected Cain Abel. You don't go around. And then he went out there and killed Abel. Should the food offering look shriveled up if accepted? Yes. Because what they're going to do is the spirit is going to drain the energy of that particular food. That's why you don't put salt on your food. They're going to drain the energy. Well, I shouldn't say drain, but they're going to receive the energy of that particular offering. Consistency will prove itself. Exactly. Yeah. Tyrell says great point. Yeah. Think about when you do something, guys, no matter what, whether it's a physical person or a spirit or just everyday life, make sure that you're understanding what you're giving to, why you're doing it. But in my mind, I'm always thinking about the law of reciprocity. Energy out, energy in. I don't necessarily think about the person as much as I think about the energy. If you want to ask me why I do things certain ways, because I'm always thinking about that person got ancestors, that person got spirits. That person got guardians. That person got Orishas. That person got Loas. Even though I'm a man of God, that's how I think about everybody. That's still something, you know what I'm saying? That's the energy by which I operate with people and how I want to be treated. How often should we feed our ancestors? Now, me personally, because I work daily, I feed daily. If you're not actually working your ancestors that much, I still would say at least to keep them strong, no less than 2 times a week, but sometimes 3, depending on what's going on. I always want my team ready. You don't have to fatten them up, but you want them ready to work. Should the amount or number of offerings matter? Yes, depending on the practice. That's why I said, like, if you're dealing with certain deities, say if you're dealing with Yemiyat, everything got to be 7. If you're dealing with Oya, got to be 9. If you're dealing with Ochosi, it can be 4 or 7. Depending on the deity, depending on the what you're trying to do, because what the Bible say, a 3 chord is not easily broken. That's why a lot of times we work in threes, because it matters. It's spiritual significance. So I would say, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to manifest, and the practice, all that needs to be considered by how you give an offering. If you're in voodoo, you're going to work with Papa Legba. You got to know his number. You got to know what to offer him, what type of offering. How much ancestor money should we offer at a time? I offer a lot. Me personally, I give them. Because the more money they have, the more they can negotiate and work with other spirits. Like with me, y'all gonna always, like, I'm a worker, so I'm gonna do the most. Well, I'm a Sagittarius and a worker, but I'm gonna make sure they always have what they need, even if I'm not working with them. Fresh glass of water, cold water preferably daily. When I make my coffee, I make a cup for them too, and on my lunch break, when I buy fruit, I purchase fruit for them as well. Okay, yeah, that's Minister Mario. I change the food every day and throw it out every day to a tree base. Yes, that's also important. What Gemini from South Africa, where you give your offerings to, especially if you're working with natural products with your fruit, then send it back to the earth. You know what I'm saying? After your ancestor or spirit have utilized it, then place it at the foot of a tree. That's also blessing the tree. The tree is going to also absorb, process that. So that's like you're giving to more than one source with that same energy. That's the smart way of doing it. Me, I do trees. I do I had to do a tree today, but I a lot of times I use the river. Sometimes I use the ocean. Sometimes I don't necessarily do a lot of at the crossroads unless I'm doing it in a cemetery. That's just me. I do the most. That's why. To me, I always want my ancestors to have exactly what they need. This is so good and informative. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha. I really appreciate y'all actually rolling in with me and getting this information, because not only do you want to give your offering in the right energy, you also want to give it back to nature, Mother Nature. Some people call Tiamat, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm here. And he sure does. Yeah. Oh, there she go. That Madame Oshun. But the reason why I was saying that, Madame Oshun, is not a bragging thing. It's like, that's the energy by which I do my working. I'm always trying to serve people and do to people like I want to be treated. And all I'm trying to tell them is that's the energy I put in my work. That's the energy. That's why I get manifestation. And when you treat people right, you could be just like Moses. He said, I ain't do no harm. I didn't take nothing from them. Because sometimes people can do nasty stuff. Y'all don't realize that's not wise. When somebody, a spiritual person, has been good to you and you do them wrong, they can tell that spirit, that Loa, that Nkisi, whatever, don't respect no offering. It don't matter what Mananza you go to, no matter what, your offering will not be accepted. Because you need to make restitution with that person that you did injustice to. Thank you for this. I tend to struggle when giving to my ancestors or understand how offerings work. Yeah, I'm glad you got that, Shamari. And then some people be around here mad because they see that our favor ain't fair. Exactly. But that's to me, if you, all I'm telling you guys, if you believe in your heart and your ancestors say that is a man of God, woman of God, or they have a certain energy that is a blessing to your life, the best thing to do is to give and support that, because it's about energy. And when I say support, it ain't all about money as well. It's also about like likes, sharing, whatever you feel like. Just Just say it like this. If you were in that position, what do you think would you do could help you? And do that. Be a blessing. Just think like that. And then the spirits will guide you, or your ancestor spirit let you know, okay, you can do this. You can do that. You can do this for this person or that person. I go in people's lives, I bless them, and I keep it moving. And then people come in my life, they bless me and keep it moving. Energy out, energy in. If you want your business to prosper, be a blessing to somebody else. Don't wait till you get a business and then want people to support you. Support other people's business before you get a business. Support other people's relationship before you get a relationship. Support other people's endeavors and undertakings before you got. He said, if you be faithful over another man's, God will make you ruler over your own. But if you ain't faithful over somebody else, why would the Spirit give you your own? Character's still the same. All right, guys and girls, I'm going to call it in. I don't think anybody needed a reading on tonight, but thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for bearing with me and my lack of understanding when it came to technology. I shut y'all down, but y'all came back. I appreciate that. It's good to come twice or 3 times. Yeah, I'm gonna be a Sagittarius. Anyway, but I really appreciate each and every one of you guys, and thank you so much to all of you that supported me for New Year's, as well as to got your candles and burners. I will go. Some of y'all candles is not doing well. There was a reading. Oh, that's right. Where I wrote it down. Where did I wrote it? That's Kiara? Kyara? Okay. Where's Kyra? Is she on here? You didn't get a candle? Make sure Tyra, you did get a candle. You can get another one if you want. I only have 11 left. There you go. Okay. Here you go, Sagittarius. Did I say that right or wrong? Because I would chop somebody's name up in a minute. Is that Kyara or Kiara? Well, the Spirit know. All right. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Kiara, the Sagittarius, Kiara, the Sagittarius, Kiara, the Sagittarius. Kiara, the Sagittarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Kiara, the Sagittarius. Kiara, the Sagittarius. Ooh, the Sagittarius. Kiara, the Sagittarius. Ando Rabashe, Ediosai. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Kiara, the Sagittarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eye concerning this Sagittarius. What is it that this Sagittarius need to focus on? What is it that this Sagittarius needs to focus on? Kiara. All right. Thank you, baby. Kiara. Well, the Spirit still know who he is. My pronunciation's a little off. If this is your first time getting a reading from me, the first card is your shadow card, middle card is your present, and then your third card is your outcome card. Now, Ebasa, Kiara. Your first card comes up in shadow for Sagittarius is passion. Focusing on passion. It says, Ayin Mem Mem. It said, this name strokes the fires of passion in my heart and soul. This letter gives me the power to maintain serenity, devotion, and correct consciousness in my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. This is a very spiritual card for coming up in shadow for Sagittarius. And the reason why I'm saying it is because they're talking about your heart and your soul. This is also talking about being able to maintain. This talk about consistency. They want you to focus on things that you're going to be consistent, which anything that a Sagittarius is passionate about, that's what they're going to be consistent in. And this card right here is talking about do not waste your energy and time on anything that you're not passionate about, because it's not going to come to fruition. 2023 is about your passion. And this is what's going to keep you in prayer. This is also has a lot to do with you meditating and staying focused and your spiritual connection. I believe, I don't know you, you don't know me. This lets me know that there's some type of very strong spirituality, spiritual work being done in your life. I don't know if you're I'm not gonna say you're not practicing like I am, but I am saying that this is a very spiritual card and flowing for a Sagittarius, and it talks about maintenance. So this is maintaining your spirituality. And then look, wait a minute, here you go. That's my sister. Then look at your middle card. She said, the Scorpio said, that's my sister. Wow. This card right here said, listening to your soul. Mem. It said, the whispers of my soul and divine counsel of light are heard loud and clear. I know what I have to do, and I am willing and prepared to do what it takes to get it done. Sagittarius, this card is coming up with, when I look at your shadow card and then your present card, this is all about commitment and follow through. And this is spiritual as well as natural. This card also talks about listening and paying attention. So this is a card where I would say Psalm 23, where you need to focus on being guided, which means to me is that you're not actually allowing the guidance that is coming. Sagittarius is about experiences, and I am seeing in these cards right here that the spirit is already guiding you in a direction that is necessary. All you gotta do is cash app $20 Apostle Ely, and you new here, welcome. And your zodiac sign. But I say this because it talks about your soul being whispered to, so that you are being communicated to, Sagittarius, and you are getting counsel. This is also Psalm 27. And then your outcome called silent partner, which I love this falling in because this has to do with your money. And this is your outcome card. It says Yud Resh Tab, tithing meditation upon the sequence of letters, remove dark forces present from my earnings and its destructive influence in my life. The light is now my silent partner. I am surrounded by endless blessings and protection. It is a partnership made in heaven. This is your outcome card for you, but this has to do with your finances. This card right here, by coming in your outcome card, is basically saying that you need to keep your finances protected. I'm gonna say it like this: people can count your dollars faster than you can actually get them. So you need to make sure that you are doing some type of form of protection over your finances. I would do Psalms 112 and 113, or get some of my money incense, because this is talking about negativity regarding your finances. All right. Rachel for Gemini reading. Got you, Rachel. Gemini, the opposite of Gemini is what? Sagittarius. Hear these words which I speak. Let me write this down. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Rachel the Gemini. Rachel the Gemini. Rachel the Gemini. What is it that this Gemini needs to focus on? What is it that this Gemini is? You welcome, sweetheart. There you go. Rachel Gemini. Your shadow card comes up. Fearless. Mem Nun Deled. It says, what am I afraid of? With this name, I have the courage to conquer my fears. Fear now rise within me. By proactively confronting my fears at sea level, I yank them out by the roots and remove them entirely from my being. This card right here is talking about facing the things that you are afraid of. 2023 is going to really about you really pushing for in spite of what you your reservations. I'm going to use that word. The back and forth, you're going to have to stop this year. You're going to have to be really consistent. Once you make up your mind to do something, you cannot change it. Well, you shouldn't change it, because this card is also talking about this year in your shadow card that you need to focus on not being responsive, but being proactive in the things that you want out of life, taking the initiative. And I think that's why the fear is coming up, because you're going to want to know a lot more before you actually move. And this year is about seizing the opportunity. Then your middle card, Rachel, it talks about diffusing negative energy and stress. This card right here, Rachel, in your present, this is all about you getting rid of unnecessary things that are creating stress in your life. As the Bible says, every sin that so easily beset. Make sure you post your zodiac sign. Serenity. It says Kaf He Tab. It says purifying light banishes the unseen omnipotent forces and deactivates harmful influences that may be lurking nearby, especially those that dwell inside me. Stress dissolves. This to me is for this particular Gemini, this is more like a Psalm 59 in my opinion. It says pressure is released and balance and positive energy permeates my being and my world. This is about balancing. Libra reading. Cash. This card right here is talking about negativity. What's up there, Lisa Higgins? This card is about balance and getting rid of the stress and the negativity for this particular Gemini. And then your outcome card talks about the great escape. I feel like you're going to be able to dig yourself out of situations and circumstances if you stay consistent. I also believe that this card showing up, it says Lamed Aleph Va. It said this name brings the greatest of all freedoms, the escape from my ego-based desire, selfish inclination, and the me first mentality, the ultimate cause of pain in my life. You cannot allow the need for attention to cause problems. It says in their replace I gains life, true and lasting gifts, family, friendship, and fulfillment. Your outcome card is very strong for Gemini, but it has all to do with consistency and staying focused. Okay? This is going to be important for you 2023. And this is talking about resolving issues in family and having lasting friendships and fulfillment. So this is your year. I was talking about a little earlier about your opportunity. If I was you, I would not allow your fears to hinder you from moving forward. Make sure that you make the necessary sacrifices to get self together. All right, Libra. Where's my Libra at? Serenity. Just let me know you're listening. You're quite so welcome. You want anything in depth, just get a consultation. Okay, there go my Serenity. First time, all right? Let's rock and roll. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Serenity, the Libra. Ebasa. Serenity, the Libra. Serenity. Ebasa. Serenity, the Libra. Serenity, I'm this is weird. This reading is about relationship and something about an ex or somebody in the past, let's see what's going on with my Libra. But this is talking about, it's coming to me about some relationship, and like there's some type of prior relationship, but something in the past trying to cause some dissension or some type of problem. Let's see what's going on here. Chet Bet Va. That is your shadow card. Serenity. This is an ancestor card. Your ancestors. It says, I invoke the memories of loved ones who have passed on. I see them surrounded by the light of the name. I meditate. I meditate to elevate the souls to higher levels in the spiritual world. I am open to receive their guidance and support. Libra, I don't know you. You say the first time here. But this card right here, I don't know if you have an ancestor altar or some type of ancestor veneration. But your ancestors are coming in really strong. And this they want feeding. And this is really about elevating them. On my website, I have a guardian angel incense as well as a ancestor incense. This card, I don't know how much you practice, but this card right here is talking about elevating your ancestors, feeding your ancestors, giving them this energy, because this is what's going to surround you, and this is what's going to move things for you. This also talks about, your middle card comes up, time, trouble, serenity. It says, Va He Va. It says, I awaken remorse in my heart for prior misdeeds. I accept the frank spiritual truth that problems in my life are a result of past actions. Here it comes up again about the past. It said, by concentrating on this name, I felt that. Ebasa. I will uproot these negative seeds that I have already planted, and in doing so, I transform my past, reshape my present, that's what they're talking about, and create the future full of joy and fulfillment. This card right here is present card. This is like things are getting in order. This is like correcting issues of any issues in the past. But this talks about whatever's happened. There's an acceptance of responsibility that have taken place here. And this is talking about transforming your past and making your present. What's up, Minister Al Hudson? Making your present and better. This is when I would say he's a very present help in the time of trouble. But in this process is actually going to make your future better, serenity. And then your outcome card is the fear of God. Woo. The Led Mem Bet. It said, I am aware of the divine sparks in every person. Their true essence is awakened in my heart. I become wiser in the ways of the world. I perceive the repercussion of my every word and deed. Here's coming up again, even that. One of the things I want to say to serenity, make sure that you are sitting down, as the Bible says, and counting up the cost, making sure that you are being mindful of what you're saying and what you're doing, because too many of your cards are coming up has a lot to do with the actions that you're taking. So be really mindful of that. 2023. It says, and I know that sharing acts towards others are always in my own best interest. This is if you do right, get right. This is going to be an energy that is going to come back to you in 2023. Make sure that you're doing things. Make sure you're venerating your ancestors, definitely, because I'm getting a lot of hits. I don't know if you somebody's trying to interfere in your spiritual walk or whatever, but I am getting a lot of hits on this reading. If I were you, I would do some cleansing, some protection work. Minister, post your zodiac sign, Minister. And I would do Psalm 27. I don't like all these hits I'm getting by doing your reading. Aquarius. Figured. And I hope y'all that Aquarius moon, Aquarius sun, y'all is in the age of Aquarius. 2,000 years. It's time to rise. Get around people that want to be around you, that want to see you win. No more in 2023 complaining about people that ain't got it for you. It's time to celebrate those that got it for you. Be around them. Here we go. Minister Al Hudson. Hear these words. Wait a minute. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. You quite so welcome, Serenity. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Minister L. The Aquarius. Minister L. Minister L. The Aquarius. Minister L. The Aquarius. Idiosai. Minister L. The Aquarius. The Aquarius. What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? What is it that this Aquarius? Ooh. Make sure you stay up on your health this year, Minister Al. Stay and try to. This, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but this year you're gonna have to be as stress-free as possible. Especially this year right here, make sure you are trying to alleviate as much stress in your life as possible. It has to do with your health. They got it's called chaga. It's really good to help stress, or some Korean ginseng. What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? All right, here we go. Minister Al. All right, let's see what's going on with my Aquarius. All right, your shadow card comes up. Aquarius, the big picture. It's in shadow for Aquarius, which is an odd placement. Let's see what's going on. Aleph Nun Yud. It says, this name raises my awareness of long-term effects of all my actions. I gain the ability to see the spiritual challenge in every moment before they become the foundation of chaos and crisis. For this to come up for Aquarius, for this is why I say it's an odd placement, because Aquarius people are very people that observe. But this card right here saying that you're looking too much down the road and you need to have more short-term goals. And this also talks about your ability to see the spiritual challenge that it is ahead of you and to see it as a challenge, not an attack. This also, but the reason why they're saying that is because they don't basically trying to keep things turning a molehill into a mountain. Basically, that's what they want you to do. Make sure that you are focused, but make sure that you're not looking too far down the road. Get some more short-term goals, and also make sure that you are nipping stuff at the bud. Okay? Then your middle card comes up, fearless. This is your present going on. It said, Mem Nun Deled. It said, what am I afraid of? With this name, the courage to conquer fears now rise within me. By proactively confronting, here it is again, by proactively confronting my fears at seed level, I yank them out by the root and remove them entirely from my being. I feel like, to be honest with you, Minister Al, I feel like this card, both of these, with your shadow card and your present card, these cards are about getting things in order, getting a jump on things. Because this right here says confronting proactively confronting. That means being able to discern something and basically calling it what it is, calling a spade, and not going any further. Like say for instance, you look at somebody and say, okay, this ain't nothing but a liar. I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not for getting in a conversation with you because I already know where it's going to end. This is the mindset you're going to have in 2023 because this is about you alleviating stress in your life and unnecessary stuff you don't need to be dealing with. And the only way you're going to be able to do that, you have to nip stuff in the bud. Then your outcome, look at that. Your outcome call said absolute certainty. As the old people say, you got to know that you know that you know. This card right here and your outcome is letting me know that there is an awareness and also knowing that God is going to move and bring you through. But the way these cards are lining up, yes, that is going to happen, but do not be stressed through the process. It says a yin resh yud. It said by using this name, I fill my heart with certainty. David said it like this: my heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. Gratitude, conviction, sureness, and trust. Because the fact that you are an Aquarius, those are issues. Aquarius people are very suspicious people, but by this being your outcome card, it's about you being more sure and reassured this year like never before, and making sure that you are guarding your heart. It said because that's where the issues are coming from. Gratitude, conviction, sureness, and trust. That's essential. These are the virtues that are going to be in operation for you in 2023. If I was you, I would do Psalm 100 before you go to bed. Minister Mario, is that it? Serenity, you are so welcome, darling. I love what I'm doing. I appreciate y'all. And I certainly appreciate y'all for letting me do it. Thank you for the reading for my twin. I'm trying to pull her over here to learn from your problem. You're doing it right. That guy that'll get her on a good foot, like Jane Brown say. All right. Yes, sir. You're quite welcome, Minister Al. Shamari said, thank you. I am definitely fit to be I'm definitely fit to be way better with offerings. Now that I know better, I'm gonna be more better. I know that's right. I am grateful for the opportunity to be better than HR. Exactly. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I come out here to give y'all, but y'all get ready for our classes, and also get if you guys make a decision. I think I got 11 more candles left. For the new year, if you want me to prepare that for you and put that on the altar before I get rid of all that other stuff. All right. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so very much. And I will see you on the flip.